Hey guys, PG here, and today we're doing a pretty different video. Usually I do gaming and with my friends and talk about random stuff, but today it's gonna be something completely different. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. We're doing a album review, and this is technically the sequel to Mercury Act 1, but they Imagine Dragons decided to just make an album Mercury with all of Act 1 songs and some newer songs thrown in, so I'm going to be reviewing this whole thing, all 38 songs. Yeah. Actually, is there 38 songs in this? And yes, I did listen to this whole album in the car. It is pretty sick. So today, we're going to be reviewing all of these 32 songs, but I can't play any audio because of copyright. That's an issue. So, and I don't want this video to drag on for so long, so I'm just going to kind of speed it up, like just talk about my favorite tracks and least favorite tracks. And yeah, we're gonna start off with Mercury Act 1, and I actually do have this album in an actual real life CD. I got it at Walmart. Actually, my mom bought it for me. And to be honest, I love Mercury. Like, every song in the album sounds like it could be a hit single, but that's mostly, I don't know why I said all of them, but most of them. I mean, songs like Cutthroat, Lonely don't sound like they could be hits. And they're not horrible songs. I've heard much worse. And if I say it's my least favorite song, don't think I think it's bad. It's just not as good as the other ones. And I've heard a lot better. And no, they are not bad, like I just said. And I've heard much worse. But they could just be really like just annoying. He'd be like, sometimes I can get a little lonely, and it's just kind of like, why you sing like that, bro? Why you sing like that? And in Cutthroat, which is one of their first two singles for Mercury Act 1, along with Follow You, which I'll get to later, it's different. Like, the pounding on the instruments and just loud screaming is very different on Imagine Dragons level. And for Mercury, Imagine Dragons is actually sounding like a band. Like, you can actually hear the guitar lines, bass lines. You can actually hear them now, which is actually awesome. Unlike their other albums like Evolve, Origins, Night Visions, Smoke plus Mirrors. I'm sorry that I'm talking so much. I really wanted to review this. I've been so excited for this album. So yeah, but there's not really, to be honest, there's really no hits in this album. The only two songs on this album I've heard on my actual radio station was Follow You and Enemy. I heard Wrecked on a Pandora radio on newer hits, but I've never heard it on an actual radio. But Follow You, it's a good song. I love Follow You. It's in my main Spotify playlist. It's a really good song. But the other one I heard on the radio, Enemy, I liked that at first, then it got overplayed and I got bored of it, pretty much. So I don't know if I should put it on my least favorites or favorites, because it used to be on my Spotify, but I removed it because of it being overplayed. So yeah, I don't know what to say about Enemy. It's not a bad song at all. It was for Arcane League of Legends. They probably play that a lot because that's a really popular show. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, it's not a horrible song. I've heard much worse, but it's still not that great. But Wrecked is beautiful. I love Wrecked so much. Like, the guitar line is beautiful. I love the bass line in it, and the drums are just beautiful. And just Dan Reynolds just just singing his heart out for his sister-in-law. I forgot the name of her, but Wrecked was made for his sister-in-law that passed away due to cancer in 2019 during the band's hiatus from Origins. It was pretty, it's a really good song and can be sad, and it kind of does break my heart a little bit. And yeah, there's other songs in Act 1 though that I really like My Life. The opening track, My Life, once you actually buy it in a CD before Enemy started taking over. It's a really good song, and it really made me wish that the radio would play more from this album. It is so beautiful. There's even Dull Knives. Dull Knives slaps. Dull Knives is awesome. Dull Knives is just... I love the way he sings. Just dull... Like, just him screaming. It's so awesome. It is a really good song. I love it so much. And the others, I'm not really so sure about. I've heard them. There's the songs like Monday. That's not a bad song, but still, there's much better in it. Yeah, Monday. It's good and also not that good. I don't know what to say about it. But the other songs in this that I don't really want to say much about is number 1, Easy Come Easy Go, Giants, It's Okay, No Time for Toxic People, and One Day. I've heard all the songs in that album, but they're not really that much worthy to talk about, much worldwide to talk about. I don't know what I'm saying. I am so sorry. I am so excited for this, and I'm sorry that I'm talking so much. This video is gonna get disliked a lot. Now I talked about Act 1. Now it's time to talk about Act 2. The opening track, well, it's not really, Act 2 doesn't have its own album, it's just a sequel, but the very first song for Act 2, Bones, that's a really good song. It's in my Spotify playlist. It is awesome. I just wish it was a hit. The highest I ever saw it go in Billboard Hot 100 in the USA was number 87. 87, yeah. I wish it was a hit, because Bones is a really good song and it deserves more attention. And fun fact, there was one time I heard it, and it didn't come from my phone. The first time I heard it where it didn't come from my phone was in an Applebee's radio. I'm not joking. The first time I heard it, that was not from my phone, is an Applebee's. And it made me happy. Maybe I should go to Applebee's more often. And the second song that they released for it was Sharks. Sharks, not as good as Bones, but still pretty damn awesome. I mean, Sharks, it's one of those, I don't really know what to say about it because I'm not really like a huge musician, and I know this is a really bad review, but I'm trying. Sharks, it has a good drum beat, bass line. You can even hear some guitars after Dan Reynolds screams and at the bridge where he just starts whispering and then he starts screaming, and then the guitar comes in, bass, drums, makes everything loud. It is awesome. And the song that he made a sample of, like teased on an interview, was Take It Easy. By listening to him sing it in an interview, it sounded pretty awesome and good, but it's not a bad song, but there's a lot better that I heard. It is good. Yes, it is good. Really good. Another really good song is Peace of Mind. That song is awesome. I don't really want to add these to my Spotify. Actually, I'm gonna add Sharks to my Spotify playlist right now. But the other ones, I haven't heard them much enough, so I don't know if they should belong in my playlist yet. But they're still really good music. But the other songs I don't really want to talk about as much in this is Symphony, I Don't Like Myself, Blur, Higher Ground, Crushed, Waves, I'm Happy, Ferris Wheel, Sirens, Tide, Younger, I Wish, Continual featuring Corey Henry, and They Don't Know I Like You. Actually, I want to talk about They Don't Know You Like I Do. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It's a good song. It's a really good song. I don't know what to really talk much about it, but it's a really good song. And yes, I did hear everything in this album. Not much though, but I did hear them. They are really good music. They're all downloaded in my Spotify. I even have a whole playlist of Imagine Dragons music. I love their music so much. I have an Imagine Dragons t-shirt, their album, and a Imagine Dragons hat that I wear sometimes whenever I go public. I'm afraid people will pick on me about it. So yeah, I'm sorry this review really wasn't that good. I just wanted to like speed through the album, talk about my favorite, like literally say my favorite songs and least favorites, and the ones I don't really want to talk about. But it's still a really good album, and I'm excited for what they have more in the future. Like, I'm really excited for what they're going to pull out in the future. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button down below and subscribe and turn on the bell. I'm on the road to 350 subscribers, and it can only be done with your help. And I said hit the like button, but since this review really isn't that good and I'm just speeding through it, you could just press the dislike button. I don't care. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.